Your past is a gift. Okay, so going through gifts. The gifts that are inside all of us. So in this video, I wanted to talk about the gift of inspiration. Okay, because we all know these moments where we see people and we feel so inspired by what they do that it motivates us to move forward and do something amazing. Yeah? So today I wanted to talk about that because the gift of inspiration is within all of us. We all have, something that inspires us to create, to do something. All of us, you have a little voice inside your head and it tells you all the time to do something, try something, create something. Because that's what your life's for. We are creators. We are here to create all of it. And so the gift of inspiration can be either you inspiring others. If you're really good at something, say at school you might be really good at maths, for example, and you see others that are struggling with it, you can offer to help them. You can offer to teach them, to learn it, to understand it in a way that they may not understand it in class. And I can tell you firsthand, as a piano teacher for so many years, it's been more than 20 years now that I've been teaching piano. And there's nothing more beautiful, right, than watching someone sit there and say that they can't do it. Because, for the first 10 years that I was teaching, I would constantly be hearing kids say that. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. And those three words, they started to grate into my ears. Like, I started to really hate those words. And I'm not one that hates things easily. Like, my hate list, I think that's the only thing on my hate list. When people say, I can't do that. I can't do it. Right? So, I banned that from my classroom. I would forever be saying to my kids, no, that doesn't exist. I didn't hear what you just said. I can't hear those words, right? That doesn't exist. And so you grab the part that they say that they can't do, right? They can't master that at the moment. And you pull it apart. All right, now say it might be a couple of bars of music. It might be 10 notes, for example, right? With the hands together or whatever it is, that they're just struggling with that. And it's just a skill that they haven't got yet. They haven't done that yet with the fingers. So the fingers don't know what to do, right? So what you have to do is train them. You train your fingers. Okay, this hand is going to do this shape of notes. We're going to learn this for this week. You break it down. You let that hand get used to, say the right hand, you let the right hand get used to these 2 bars for the week. If it takes 2 weeks, it takes 2 weeks. If it takes a month, then it's a month. There's no race to the finish line with music. And there isn't for anything else that you want to learn in life either. Learning is just something wonderful and valuable for you. You shouldn't be afraid of it or resent it in any way, or just because you don't get it in class or you don't get how it's explained where you are. Break it down. Find someone that can break it down for you and show you all the different components and then show you how to put it all together so that it makes sense for you. So say in this piece, my student might have trouble with these 2 bars. We separate, we get the right hand working first for the first week, 2 weeks till they get it. Then we start to do the left hand on its own for a week, for 2 weeks, for a month, for however long it takes. When the 2 hands have finally they understand what they need to do, then we slowly start to incorporate them together. Little by little, step by step, you break it down, you put it together. And at the end of those 2 weeks, or at the end of that month, or at the end of however long it takes for the student to learn how to do this, when they get to the end and they finally find themselves playing it beautifully, that feeling of accomplishment, that feeling of I can do it, is so wonderful to watch from outside. You know, because so many times you had to do it yourself. You had to sit there and work it out for yourself and really talk to yourself in your head that you can do it. You just have to break it down, but you can do it. And to actually show others how to do that, and then watch them develop the skills and be able to do it and get to the end of it and say, I can do it. It's such a wonderful feeling. For both, for the person that has accomplished it and that does get it and can do it now, but also for the person who's taught it. If you're the one teaching that person how to do it, to watch them evolve over the days, over the weeks, over the months, to get those skills and to feel better about themselves that they can do it. It's such a wonderful feeling. So you can inspire other people in so many ways. By sharing, you're sharing what you can do really well with someone else. It inspires them to want to learn more. It inspires them to want to do more. Because as they learn with you that they can do that, they will want to do other things. You're inspiring them. You're motivating them. You're helping them along. And it will make you feel wonderful that you've been able to do this for others. It's funny because through high school, when I was overseas, in my last few years of high school, we naturally formed groups, which wasn't something that we did here in Australia when I was learning here. Everyone kind of studied on their own. But over there, we tended to form groups as we were studying for exams and things, with at least a group of 4. And each one of us brought our strengths to the table. You know, one of us would have been really good at maths, another might have been really good at physics, another was good at chemistry, another one was good at whatever the 4th subject was that we were all sitting together to learn. And so when we sat and we'd study, individually we'd be all at a table and we'd all be studying. If one of us got stuck or couldn't work it out, there was always someone at that table that could explain it. And if, you know, then suddenly if they couldn't quite explain it, find the words or the right way, one of the other 2 would find the way so that that person would get it. You know? It was just a natural thing to do when I was studying overseas. And I think it's something that should be done more everywhere in the world. That we should all sit in groups with each of us with our strengths. That we can share and help each other understand and grow and learn. Because learning is just one of the most wonderful gifts in life. And we'll talk about that in another video. Learning helps you grow. It teaches you that you can. It teaches you new skills for other things. Never be afraid of learning or resentful of learning. Learning is there for you. Never stop learning. It's such an important thing for you as a human being. But we'll talk about that in the next video, in another video, because this one is about inspiring and motivating others. And sometimes the inspiration can come from you just being different, just being yourself and standing up and saying, I'm not going to be something I'm not. I'm going to be authentic. I'm going to be me. And then you give strength to others to step up and do the same. They no longer want to be something they're not either. They no longer want to pretend to be something that they're not. You inspire them in that way, just by being authentic, being yourself. So sometimes it takes a lot of courage to be the first one. But sometimes that's all it takes, that one person to stand up and say, I'm not going to pretend anymore to be something I'm not. I'm going to be authentic. I'm going to be true to myself. And others, it will give others the courage to do the same and to step up. So think of ways today that you can inspire others. You can motivate others. There's so many ways. And most of the time you'll find that you'll be sharing of who you are to others. All right, my darlings? The gift of inspiration. How can you inspire another human being? There's so many different ways. Let me know in the comments. It would be lovely to hear from all of you how you inspire others or how others have inspired you. And you give people ideas of how they can, you know, help others. Right, my right, darlings, remember to click like and subscribe below so you don't miss any of the messages. And I'll see you in the next video. I love you guys. Bye for now.